Warning, the following program may contain moments of great personal reflection, sudden and striking realizations, things you should not try at home, the truth about cats and dogs, incomplete thoughts, rambling gibberish, completely ridiculous opinions, winning lottery numbers, things you could really care less about, barking dogs, and unfortunately, Mike and Stan.
Who likes to be silly? I like to be silly.
What kind of radio show is this?
This town needs an enema.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up.
Welcome to an all-new Open Mic Live right here on openmictheshow.com and all of our affiliates that you can find on our website. No Name Network, IRN Broadcast.com, and Raw Talk Online. You can catch our replays on 920 WON The Apple Fridays overnight and Bubba Army Radio Saturdays at 10. Stan, what's going on today's show?
Well, today, as usual, we will be playing games, Stanley Feud, Tyree's Trivia. We will potentially talk about a Floridian or two, if we have time. We'll be doing all of this with the awesome band, Polar Summer. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
How's it
Good
going?
to be here.
All right, so let's go down the list. We'll start with the drummer because he's always the last one to be announced, so we're going to go with him first. Steven Schultz, where are you at?
I'm over here.
Raise your hand so people know who you are. Thank you.
That's
Jesus
me.
Christ. No. All right, then we're going to go to the bassist, my favorite instrument. Chandler,
What's up?
how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
And then there's the cocky fucker in the front. Brent Halenkamp.
Howdy.
Halenkamp. Brent Halenkamp, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. I just love
Halenkamp?
You've heard that how many times?
Never.
Woo!
You were the first one.
Do you even know what it is?
Nope.
It's baked beans. I'm sending you a fucking case of them after the show.
Please do.
Are you? You've never heard of Vandy Camp? Are you serious?
No, I've heard of John Cougar Mellencamp. I've never heard that.
Same thing.
Those are his beans.
Those are his beans.
No, you eat those beans while you're listening to his music.
Oh, okay.
Dude, and you are the oldest one in the group, right?
Yep. 28.
How are you supposed to teach these guys if you don't even know what the freaking grocery shelves look like?
I don't even
man.
know what that is, to be honest with you. So
Are you serious?
If it's not bushes, then it doesn't matter.
You guys know what Bush's is?
Of course. Of course I know that secret
See?
recipe.
Well, I guess I'm the fucking dick then. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in. How's everything going?
Fantastic.
Dude, so we just came out and saw you guys last Wednesday with Sunshine and Bullets and Nevertel and Light Divided, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At, where were we? I know
Local
where we were. I'm letting you.
662.
Huh?
The brass mug. The brass mug Wednesday.
Oh, that was
brass mug. We was play. Wednesday. Yeah, we play with Sunshine twice
Brass
that
mug,
week,
yeah.
so we got those dates kind of.
Oh, I got. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're giving them an out.
Well, I bet that's
Yeah.
easy to
I appreciate that. Good looking out, bro.
Yeah.
So I've met you a couple times.
Uh huh.
And the first time was out at State Theater because of Rich Keene, obviously, right?
Right.
Which I thank them guys because they brought us a bunch of great bands like you guys, great guys. You know what I mean? And you were just awesome to talk to the first time. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
And for being a punk kid at 21, I mean,
I know.
was
Yeah,
impressed.
I wasn't even 21 at that time. I was only 20. I was a baby.
That was only a few weeks ago.
I know. It was before my birthday.
Oh, really? When
I
was your
only been
birthday?
21 for a month and a half.
Oh, well, happy coming out of your Mother Day. I appreciate
Well,
that.
thanks.
Good job.
Thanks.
Oh shit, was that you that put?
Yeah, that was great. My mom was like, I like that guy.
Are you serious? Did she
Yeah,
see
because
it?
she celebrates it too.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
you're finally out.
Yeah, and you see this head, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I feel your pain,
It,
brother.
it hasn't grown. It's been this size for 21 years,
Has it really?
probably.
I'm sorry, Mom. I know she's not listening right now, but just tell her I'm sorry.
She is.
You think she's listening?
I know she's listening.
What up, girl? How you doing? What's her number? No, just kidding.
She'll give it to you. Better be careful.
Watch what you ask for.
Robbie says he loves you. Robbie Lynch says he loves you.
Robbie Lynch?
Yep.
Robbie.
Oh, what's up, dude?
Dude, they were awesome, too. They were in here not that long ago. And, dude, what a fun bunch of guys they are, too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever played with them?
Of
Yeah.
course. We used to be in a band with Robbie and Brian.
Yeah.
Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't talk about it now. So, I'll be doing the talking here, fellas, all right? So the State Theater, I mean, you know, unfortunately, there wasn't a whole bunch of people there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I talked to you, a couple of you guys, like the Light Divided guys, afterwards, and they're like, "We don't give a shit. We came here to play music." Is that how you feel about it when you go somewhere and there should be more people there?
Right.
I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, as long as it doesn't matter if there's one person, if there's 100 people, there's 1,000 people. As long as the people that are there are having a good time, I mean, that's all we really care
Right.
about.
Yeah.
So when you look out, and whether it's 5 people or 80 people,
Mhm.
if they're doing this shit, you're like, yes,
Exactly.
we're doing something right.
Right. We treat every show the same. It
Right.
is one-
Honestly, you give them more props because you feed off energy. And if there's like 5 people there just driving off,
Right.
themselves
Yeah.
and us, that's it's kudos.
It's kind of awkward when there's like 100 people not doing anything. You're like, what
Yeah.
are we doing wrong? Like,
Oh, that now okay. Now,
Yeah.
That's a good perspective because that is actually the opposite of that, right?
I'd rather 5 people going crazy than 100 people just standing there.
Right. But what if you have half of 100 people going nuts? I mean,
Oh, yeah,
that,
oh
that
yeah,
works,
that's
right?
great.
As long as there's a portion of people going nuts. That's
Right. As
cool.
long as those half aren't in the back.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
if the half just sitting still or in the front, that
Yeah.
kind of sucks.
That doesn't usually happen though. Usually,
Of course
if,
not.
you're at a show, the people in the front they're gonna do.
They want to
something.
be there.
Exactly.
And half of them came to see you.
Yeah.
Right.
But Wednesday night's got to be tough.
Yeah.
Right? I don't care where you are, who you are. Wednesday night's tough.
Hump day.
Is that is that what you attribute it to? Is because
Yeah,
it's called
hump
hump
day,
day,
yeah.
so that's why people don't show up. They're home fucking. I mean,
Well, we did play late, so
That's what I should have been doing.
you did play late.
Yeah.
But dude, we had a blast. That was freaking. All 4 bands were badass.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever first time I ever met Light Divided, which are from what, North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, have you guys ever met them before last night or last
yeah,
week?
I played a show with them before when
Oh,
I was
oh,
in
have you?
Sunshine and Bullets. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Don't
Yeah.
care. So anyway,
The Crow? Was that The Crow?
yeah. Oh, no, not the Crow, right?
Sunshine and Bullets. Yeah, I used to be their bass player.
No, I'm saying you said you played in a band with a Light Divided.
I played when I was in Sunshine and Bullets. I played with the Light Divided.
Oh, okay, I understand
Yeah,
now.
at
I
the
get
Brass
you.
Mug.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Brass Mug seems to be a hot spot, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
lots of shows, yeah.
Do you guys like? I mean, do you like performing there? I mean, I know you don't hate
Yeah.
performing there, but is it one of your favorite venues to go?
It reminds me of, I don't know if you guys ever went out to Gas Alley, not the old one, the new one that's not there anymore in Clearwater. It reminds me of that a lot because it's got that huge open space and a great size stage. I like playing there because there's also a designated like backstage area where you can
Right.
keep your, as opposed to like hoping nobody's going to steal your stuff
Off the sidewalk
the
out front,
side. Yeah.
right? I think about that all the time. Like I've been to a bunch of shows with Sunshine and Red Calling and all them, and it's like sometimes they have a staging area like you're talking about, and sometimes they're just quickly carrying shit out to the sidewalk and hoping to God someone's not going to take off with it.
Yeah.
But usually there's someone out there. Like I've walked around back and wherever there's usually someone still there.
Yeah.
Like either the drummer or someone is standing there while everyone else is freaking toting shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when you guys do that, I said doo-doo. So anyway, when you guys do that, does someone usually kind of stick around there, or do you make sure that a friend of yours is out there to watch it?
Yeah, we'll take
That was
turns.
shitty.
Yeah.
You can tell. But
So we'll take turns, make sure no one's gonna steal anything. And
yeah.
On the plus side, all my cymbals and stuff, like 90% of my kit is attached to a rack, so it'd be kind of hard to steal stuff off of that because you have to lift it.
Take the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah, it'd make a lot of noise.
Well, that's
So-
what you do with it. So why can't they?
That's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
Asking.
Yeah, let them enjoy your toys. Come on.
Well, my wife sells security equipment. You ever thought about just installing like a little camera or something on one of your pieces of equipment?
That'd be a good
I'd be fine
Then
idea.
you don't have to worry about it.
Well, on the motorcycle, they have like a mercury switch, so when they lift the bike up, it sets the alarm off. You could do that for like your cases.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It's like, is it like, have you ever been to Guitar Center and they got those little tags? Like
No.
you move it too much, you move the soundboards or anything, you want to look
It
at the
doesn't
back
like
of them.
that.
It just apparently you're stealing them by moving them. So
They don't trust you guys. You guys look shady. I can understand that.
So basically, they chain their equipment down to the floor,
Yeah.
essentially, but it makes a whole bunch of noise when you try to move it.
mm-hmm.
I mean, what do they think's going to happen when you bring a musician in and he grabs an instrument? He's going to want it in a position that he prefers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do most places let you move it, or is
Well,
this
like
just-
the instruments, yeah, but soundboards and stuff, they're not too keen on you trying to move around or anything.
I want to look underneath and see what I can plug into it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you plug in underneath?
Oh, wherever.
I mean, do most soundboards plug in from the bottom?
You don't know how I do it.
Oh, we know how you do it, bro.
Then don't ask.
Anyone who's listening to this show knows
You
how
got
you
to
run a
lift it up and
soundboard.
turn around. You got the back facing the wall. You got to look behind it. There's always switches and buttons and plugs in the back. See,
So anyway-
let me show you this.
Listen, when he talks, it's okay not to listen. I give you permission.
I tune out too. It's all right.
You let him talk to you that way.
It's fine.
His name's on the banner. What the fuck more does he need, bro?
That's all I wanted.
I let him spank me his account.
Turn the
So-
break.
So you guys decided to actually come in here, right? Was it because of our conversation, or did Rich actually bribe you or something to make you come in here?
I received no money from Rich, so if he sold you that, then he pocketed it.
He didn't tell me that.
No?
No.
I'm watching you, Rich.
I got my eye on you.
I wonder if Rich is watching this right now.
Actually, they're usually in here watching, but they just took off to
Carolina Rebellion.
Yeah. They got passes because of Amanda's job and all that to go backstage. Yeah, they're all pumped up. I'm like, you freaking proposed to the right chick, dude. Good job. I'm proud of you right now. So, like, you guys have played with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't usually do part of the interview here, but I have a lot to talk about with you guys, so we're going to go ahead and do it.
Of course.
I mean, how much fun are they? Seriously.
Sunshine and Bullets?
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Of course, right?
Yeah, we've known them for a long time.
I mean, is Rich just nuts? Is there something wrong with the kid?
I think broke a guitar the other night. You saw that. He's got a problem doing that.
He did. I mean, he wasn't even angry.
He just what happened with that?
I think that he was. What I saw happen was he was playing with the bow and the mechanism, the first song, and then he dropped it to the ground and then did and tried to pull the strings and then broke the strings, and that pissed him off, I think. And I would have pissed me off too. It's like breaking a stick in the middle of a really cool drum solo, and then he just was like, whatever, and just tossed the guitar. And I was like, well, there's 2 V's on that, so one of them's got to break.
Right.
And the headstock broke. So, but he has glue, so he should be
good.
He
has glue? Does he have Gorilla Glue? That's the question.
It's not the first time this has happened either. So.
Oh, it's not?
No.
I mean, do you guys break equipment?
Not like that. No. I mean, maybe
not like Rich.
It's usually it's usually just the equipment like faulting out. Never us actually dropping shit or anything. So
yeah, actually, I feel for him. He broke like a chord in 2 guitars.
He broke a chord in 2 guitars in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I felt so bad for him.
Holy! And he wasn't even drinking.
No.
Yeah,
dude,
he bounced back pretty quick though.
Yeah,
sounded good.
Well, yeah, you guys are professionals, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do. I mean, you just got to throw the guitar aside and move on. Just play air guitar for the rest of the fucking song.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. So we try.
Have you ever tried doing fuck it and just pretend?
I mean, there's been plenty of times where I'll look at Brent like, keep playing something.
Right.
No
matter what it is.
Yeah,
Give me a minute.
Do a Joe Cocker.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You guys don't know who Joe Cocker is, but it's okay.
No, who
it's
is
okay. I know who Van Camp beans are, so I'm good.
Liar.
I do.
Do you really?
Pork and beans, yeah.
See?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Weezer sang a fucking song about him. You don't even know?
That's about that brand.
No, I'm just kidding. I just made that shit up.
You could have kept going with it.
I know, but
I was just gonna go with that.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that to the poor kid, bro. It's the first time we met. Kinda. I've actually seen you play though.
Oh, really?
You're hot on stage.
Thanks, man.
That's what I've noticed. Have you guys ever thought that when you were watching him play?
I had to see it from the back. So.
How does that?
Dude, how you feel about that?
About him being behind me?
He's gonna move.
That's exactly the question I was
After
asking.
that,
He's gonna move to the left now. He's gonna because he's in the middle right now. He's like, maybe I will move to the left.
That's freaking awesome. What are we doing? Mike, you want to play a game?
Shall we play a game?
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Because he broke the rules. What rule?
You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Let's just do it. Let's meet this thing head on. And you were in it to win it.
All right, the name of the game is Real News or Fake News. That is where I pull a headline/story, and I want you to tell me if it is a real story or a fake story. If you haven't figured that out by now, Stan will explain it to you later. All right, so the first one, we need points.
Right.
So you guys are involved, so take one of those balls and throw it right there.
One of you guys.
One of you guys.
15.
All right, so for 15 points, you tell me, is this real news or fake news? Merriam-Webster adds sheeple to the dictionary and cites Apple users as an example.
Sheeple. Sheeple. Sheeple.
Get the answer right now.
Yeah, you guys, you're playing against the listeners.
Along. We got people in the chat board.
God, I'm so hoping that's real news.
Well, you can speak for this. We'll tell you what we think, and you speak for.
No, you each give me an answer. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know how this works, but
I'm going to go with real.
You're going real.
Yeah.
I'm just going with the hope that it's real.
Real. I'll go with them.
So far, 100% of the people say that they think it is true.
They do?
In Satire Magazine, well, at least what I'm seeing right here, that's 4 people.
I only see one person.
I see one. Says true.
One person? Oh, you mean including them?
Including those 4. One person is still 100% of everybody.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So sheeple or selfie? I don't think that's how you spell selfie. SELPHIE? Is that selfie? That's not how you spell selfie.
No.
Phone with an F.
Are you kidding me?
It's your wife.
Oh, yeah, that's why I married her.
Yeah.
So I can feel smarter.
All right, so we got 50-50 now. And remember, if it is a satire headline, then it is not a real news story. But only I know that.
Everyone's saying fake.
Good for them.
Let's look.
10 more seconds. Everybody get in? 5, 4, 3, 2, and that is...
absolutely real.
That is a real story. In fact, the cited part is real news. Apple's debut a battery case, the juice-sucking iPhone, an ungainly, lumpy case the sheeple will happily shell out $99 for. That is word for word what Merriam-Webster had posted in there. All right, next question is worth how many points, guys?
Go for it.
20. Very few people actually make it stick, so don't worry about it.
All right, number 2. Swedish fish found tainted with dolphin meat. Swedish fish found tainted with dolphin meat. How many points was that?
20. Dude, I hope that's not real because I eat Swedish fish.
That's my favorite candy. I love Swedish fish.
Awesome.
I wouldn't put it past it because Burger King had horse meat in there.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to go with real.
You got a real. We have fake, real, true, real, fake.
I'm going to say real.
Well, I don't know too many dolphins altogether, but I don't know too many dolphins that are in Sweden, so I'm going to go with fake.
I love your deduction, bro. That's fucking awesome.
Are Swedish fish really made in Sweden?
Some of them are. I know they sell them at IKEA, and IKEA is Swedish.
Those meatballs, the horse meatballs that they sell there, it's so good.
So good.
I feel like we're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Well, I think number 1 is wrong because...
Yeah,
Can I phone a friend? Can I phone my friend Hans?
No, deductive reasoning here.
Since Swedish fish are made in Sweden and dolphins don't reside there...
I love how you deduce that. Hey.
I do problem solving for a living.
All right, Swedish fish found tainted with dolphin meat.
Dolphins aren't even fish.
We're either Swedish fish.
Yeah, but
That's true.
Isn't gelatin made out of horse or bone?
It is. That's true.
So maybe it's made out of dolphin marrow
I mean,
too.
I've caught Swedish fish before, but dolphin, no.
Wait, so it was true?
What?
What?
The news is fake.
I'm so happy that people said that was real because I looked at that going, no, people aren't going to buy that. All right, next question is worth how many points?
20.
For 20 points, is this a real story? Is your baby addicted to marijuana?
Is that a real headline in a real news source?
Real headline, a real story.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's a real headline. Absolutely, I believe
I can believe that is a headline. Yeah, I'll say.
My mom thought it was a quiz and checked yes.
I'm going to go with fake.
How do you get him to stop? He keeps stealing all mine.
Well, Burns says true, and Deo says fake.
And that was 20 points?
Yep.
Seems too easy.
For babies to get addicted to
No,
marijuana.
for that to be a news article for this game.
We got true, real, for real, dog.
Is your baby addicted to marijuana? No. Does he have glaucoma? Because he can be.
Have you smoked out your kid today?
Just seems like a high time story. Not a
Would
very-
that be considered real news?
That's, I mean, if it's real. The High Times isn't a satire magazine unless...
It's a smoker's Bible.
Right. So it's totally legit. It counts.
Yeah, you guys don't have to admit to anything. We'll talk about it after the show.
Split. Good. I like this game. I like that everybody's split. Nobody knows where I'm going with all of this stuff. Is your baby?
They usually don't, Mike.
And I like that. I like to keep people guessing. Not interested, just guessing. Is your baby addicted to the marijuana? All right. For 20 points, that is...
The news is fake.
A fake story.
Well, we lost those points. So now we're 20.
Not all of you.
25?
No, did we all say?
You said fake.
Oh.
Did you?
Oh, somebody's winning.
Yeah, we're each. Nice.
Gotta win sometimes, Brent.
You know, you're not going to win.
I'm wondering if he
anything,
smoked
right?
out before he came in. I said fake, bro.
I forgot. All right, next question is worth how many points?
Oh!
I can't see the number.
5. All right, for 5 points, is this a real tweet by Trump? I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Is this a real tweet by Donald Trump?
If it wasn't, I'm tweeting it because
That's a good tweet. I'm gonna say yes.
I'd like to phone a friend.
I'm going to say fake.
I'm gonna say fake too.
I hope I win.
I hope you don't.
I'm a 0.
Welcome, Terrence, Nate, Jim, Stephanie, Austin, and Ryan on Facebook Live. You can follow us on Facebook Live, Open Mic the Show, and then there's like a / or something, whatever. Facebook / Open Mic the Show. I think that's what it is. If you're not friends with us on there, then you can't follow us. You should. Or you can follow us at openmictheshow.com. See how I made that easy? All right, is this a real tweet or a fake tweet? I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. I would say the majority believes this is real. A few people think this is fake. If my cursor can find the little clicker.
Ryan Buck's in the house. What's up, baby?
Hey, Ryan. The Buckmeister.
Please don't ever do that again. The Buckmeister.
He'll appreciate it.
I'm just kidding, bro. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
All right, Trump tweet. Is this a real tweet or a fake tweet? I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. That is...
Absolutely real.
That's a real story.
Wow. 5 points. Good for him.
All right, next question is worth how many points?
Is that 2 or 15?
15.
I like your style.
All right, for 15 points, is this a real news story or a fake news story? Breeder says United Airlines cremated giant bunny without her permission.
Oh, I thought it was like a stuffed bunny, so I was like, why would that be news?
Right.
Like, I'm just imagining some big giant pink like stuffed bunny. They were like,
They just cremated it?
Yeah. We had to drag it out of the airplane. It was causing a bit of a disturbance.
I'm gonna say that is. What do you think?
Real.
I mean, it's every man for themselves. I'm gonna say that that's false.
Here comes the deduction, because like I could believe that somebody tried to get some money out of this because of United, but at the same time, like who's tried? Like that's a prized possession. Why would you take that?
Right.
Also,
But if it
stuffed
died,
bunny?
Yeah,
Right,
the stuffed bunny.
Yeah, you won it and had to carry it all the way through the park to get to the fucking car. You're not just giving it away.
What guy? Like like, I won this at the fair. No, I'm gonna say that's probably. I'm gonna say it's real. I'm gonna say it's real.
Gobble says real.
That was 15 points, correct?
Jim says, yep.
So 15 points. Is this a real news story or a fake news story? Breeder says United Airlines cremated giant bunny without her permission. Still got a few more coming
What'd
in.
you say?
I said it was real. Questioning myself.
Don't do that.
Always.
All right. 5 more seconds. Reader says United Airlines cremated giant bunny without her permission. That is
Absolutely
a
real.
real news story.
Losing all over. Negative 10 points.
It was predicted to become the largest bunny in the world. It was the spawn of a bunny that is the largest bunny in the world.
What?
It's going to
And
be
they
the
cremated
largest.
it. They probably cremated it because they didn't want to be at fault. So
Oh, you
they
guys
just
haven't
cremated
seen the
real
picture
quick.
of it?
No.
Dude,
Giant
it's
bunny.
bigger than most dogs, bro. Seriously.
Pull
Like
it
she's
up.
holding it, and well, we're kind of doing a show.
This is important.
This is vital information.
Hold on, let me stop the show real quick. All right, so we're going to score update? The score update.
Sure, we got Steve with 30. Steven, can I call you Steve?
You can call me anything.
Can I call you Al?
Yeah.
Okay. So Steven with 30, Endale with 35, Chandler with 20, Brent with 50, Jim with 55, LM with 40, Gobble with 35, Love Burns with 25, Lexi with 25, Mary with 20, Scott with 5, and Matt with 20.
All right, last question is worth how many points?
Throw two.
9, so 18 points.
So for 18 points,
we doubled the last one, bro. What?
All right.
All right.
You didn't specify that.
You scared?
There's a plus reference here somewhere.
Oregon censored and fined a man $500 for criticizing red light cameras without an engineering license. So they fined him because he criticized the cameras and he's not an engineer. That is, I reworded that. Do you understand that?
I do understand it.
Wait, can you criticized?
Right.
Like-
So basically, he was picking on the cameras, and they didn't like it, so they charged him $500.
Fake.
You know what? I'm just gonna say that is real.
I hope it's real. So I'm going to say it's real too.
Going with fake all day.
Well, good for you. I would totally believe that.
Yeah, you kind of got to answer opposite of me right now.
I hope. It's my chance of redemption.
Well, there'll be another game, too, later on.
You have no shot.
I'm winning right now.
Are we fighting?
If you have to ask. Wait, is this legit?
It's like, I'm in the middle. I got to move. Hey, fella, I don't like that.
All right, is this real news or fake news? In Oregon censored and fined a man $500 for criticizing red light cameras without an engineering license. For 18 points. And the game, I hope. That is
Absolutely real.
Yes! Yes!
Wow.
Do we have a winner?
Yeah, you do realize that when I did the scores, you had 30, right?
Right.
And that Jim had 55?
No, I'm just concerned with this guy here.
Oh, yeah, no, he lost too.
Yeah. That's the point.
I beat him.
Congratulations, Jim.
Jim, good job. 73 points. So that last story was real. And listen, this cat took the time because he was so pissed off about these red lights that he went and sat, at different spots and watched them. And watched when they took the pictures and how much time the yellow light gave people to go through them, you know what I mean? And had a legitimate complaint. And they were like, fuck you, we're making way too much money off of this shit. And then made another $500 off of him. Seriously.
How is that even legal?
I'd love to find
To
a
do that
statute
Doesn't
on
sound
that.
legal. Like, for criticizing?
It's Oregon, bro. They bang each other's sisters and shit. I mean, what do you expect out of the people?
You
Arkansas
have,
and
the
Florida,
First
too,
Amendment
so.
right, though, to have an opinion.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. No, it's ridiculous. It's stupid as shit, but it's real. I mean, I just read it.
That's unreal.
Like, I almost started going into the story and went, shit, I can't do that because then everyone will know it's real. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to learn a whole bunch of shit about Polar Summer. How y'all feel about that?
That's fine with me.
I'm a little scared.
You are?
Uh-huh.
You should be.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to your mother. No.
Oh, you don't have her number yet.
Oh, damn it. He's very observant, that prick. All right, so when we come back, Polar Summer!
All right.
coward haters, I hope inside your soup. Don't sleep too sound now. What means don't you dream aloud? There's pickpocketers in your house. They're coming to clear you Frost below, we're rebels, yeah, because it's true. Just what's right, you coward haters, I hope inside your
Welcome back to Open Mic Live. Second segment right here with Polar Summer, Brent, Chandler, and Steven. Want to remind everybody to catch the replay of the show on IRN Broadcast, 920 WO in the Apple, and BRN Bubba Army Radio. You can catch all those on our website, openmictheshow.com.
So welcome, guys. Let's go ahead and introduce you one more time to everybody. We have the drummer.
Me.
We have Steven Schultz is the drummer. He's very outspoken, as you can tell. We have the bassist.
Hi, I'm Chandler.
Oh, I thought he was going to say the other me. So, then we also have the main motherfucker, the vocals and lead guitar.
I'm Brent.
They always get stumped. Like when I do that, I wonder if they know their names or not. Like they look at each other.
I know this.
God, we're gonna start doing that on Tyree's trivia. Real or fake news? My name is Chandler.
Yeah.
No, actually, you're the only one that actually knew your name, so I shouldn't have said that.
That's right, man.
But you introduced yourself like you were on a dating show. Hi, I'm Chandler. Like long walks on the beach.
I do actually.
That's pretty hilarious.
Oh, you do. That's true.
He does actually, because I do. I always read the your whatever you want to call them bios. I call them EKPPKE shit, whatever the fuck it is. And every one of you ends it like it's a dating show. Yeah. Like his is the first one. I'm like, he also likes kayaking and long walks on the beach. That's exactly what I wrote down. Right?
I love kayaking.
Right, but each one of you does that. And in my off time, I like to get on the Kiss Cam at a Lightning game.
I have done that.
How did I know that?
I was there with you.
My girlfriend was pissed that I kissed you instead.
Yeah, right. She kind of liked it. It was weird.
Yeah.
And someone plays basketball or some shit, right?
I do.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Basketball and skateboarding. I can see the skateboarding. What, basketball, really? Like, is it like Nerf ball in the back of the door or something? I mean,
like
real basketball?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I love that.
Thanks.
Because you don't get too many of you musicians in here that like sports, to be quite frank with you.
Oh,
I love sports.
All three of us.
I can tell. I read your bio.
Hey, he plays baseball.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh, he left that part out.
I play softball.
That's why he left that part out.
Probably not anymore. Just bruised my wrist.
Not after this
So
show.
I'm done.
I'm never playing softball again. Shit, we played kickball, dude. It's okay.
That's awesome.
It is pretty awesome. We were on the wrong team, though. It wasn't a drinking kickball team.
Oh, it was just regular.
Yeah, we did it a few years back, and it was actually a drinking league. You know what I mean? You bring a cooler, you have fun. This league, they wanted you to go practice and shit. I'm like, it's freaking kickball, dude. Seriously,
Right.
we're adults playing kickball. No, we're not here to win. We're here to kick balls and get drunk, right?
Right, yeah.
Seriously, and hopefully knock someone over with the fucking thing when you throw it.
That's
at them.
right.
Yeah.
That is the goal.
Why else would you play?
Exactly. So you guys have only been together. This group has only been together for a year, about.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap, that's impressive. Because like I mentioned earlier, we did go see you. You sound like you've been together way longer than that. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, I mean, because I've known them forever.
Right.
It does feel like we've been doing this a long time. But then I look back and I'm like, oh shit, it's only been a year and we've done a lot.
And it doesn't feel like forever, but it does feel like it's been a lot longer than a year, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Because you're having a blast.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, how are we this good so quick?
Yeah.
Do you ever think that?
I mean, I don't know if I'm
You can
like,
be
oh,
arrogant, it's
we're
cool.
so good. I look at it like, man, we've written a lot of songs that people enjoy in a
Right.
very short amount of time.
And they're originals.
Yeah.
Which, what I'm coming to find out, is a tough market, right?
Very.
Originals are like, I'm like, people are telling me that you don't get paid as much to do originals at a show as you do covers. I'm thinking, that sounds so ass backwards to me.
In the long run, originals will, like, if you get big.
In the end, right.
But if you're local playing covers, I mean, that's where you'll make all the money. You'll make a lot of money. You can make like $500 a night just playing covers for a few hours.
Yeah, we need to change that. Let's do something about that.
That
seriously,
sounds good to me.
I mean,
Great.
seriously, we need to let's reform this whole thing because it's ridiculous. The originals are better than any freaking cover that you could play.
Right.
I mean, we've seen a lot of you bands out there: Sunshine, Red Calling, Trigger City, G2P. I mean, your originals are better than anything that's on the radio right now. Right? Do you feel the same way about the other bands?
I mean,
Because I mean, y'all aren't that good, but I mean, they're great.
that's what I think. That's why I go to their shows.
Yeah.
I have to be at mine.
Yeah. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I have to be in mine? You don't have to.
We actually only take shows so that we can play shows with other bands. We don't even want to play them. We're just there for them.
Is that what it is? We're here to support you.
Yeah.
We're here so you sound better.
Exactly. That's why we
Bullshit.
open the show.
I would have thought that until I saw you guys live, and you guys were fucking awesome. Seriously.
Thanks, man.
So, I mean, who put the form? Who started this? You two were in Crow together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
And
that's
then-
way back when.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's like bands ago. But
Well, I understand
yeah,
you're, but 14 you said you were, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you both were 14 because you're 21.
Yeah.
You both are 21.
Yep.
So the Crow didn't obviously work out, and then you started playing with Sunshine and Bullets. Not then, but
yeah.
was
no.
it right after Crow?
No.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It's so
Yeah, I
I
remember
can't
that.
even get it all straight.
Because you were jamming with Lions After Dark for a little bit, and then you played your last show with Crow, and Rich and Amanda were there.
That's right. And then I joined Sunshine and Bullets.
Right, and then he brought you along as a water boy.
Yeah,
No.
basically. No. Yeah, I was just going to be his bass tech because I wanted to travel, and I wanted to hang out with him.
I don't blame you, dude.
Yeah.
I would do it.
That was-
If I wasn't doing this, I'd be a freaking little local band groupie or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? No. He's like, yeah,
got an
I
open
could
spot.
totally see you doing that.
I mean, we need roadies, so you know.
No bullshit. Fuck that. I'll get your name out there. I'm gonna come and carrying equipment around. That's bullshit. So I love when people do this. You put 25 combined years of touring experience. Now, is this going to shows or actually doing shows?
Ask the guy who wrote it.
Yeah. I'm very good with the words.
But people do that like all the time. You know what I mean? I have 25 years of combined, you know.
Well, I mean,
okay,
you
one
take-
guy has 18 and the other two have 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
well,
saying?
you take his 7 plus his 7 plus my 7. That's
21.
25.
And then we throw another. Then we put another 4 on for good measure.
He's like, I'm very good with words.
Oh,
but
you're
math-
round up. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
25 is better than 21.
I mean, it is 20. It's closer to 25 than 10. So
That you can't argue that.
Yeah.
So you guys already obviously had a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Where did the old guy come from?
He was in a really good band called Variants, and when we were in Crow, we played a show with them, and then I fell in love with them.
Yeah,
and
no
then,
shit.
and then we started.
And then I found out.
He wasn't happy. This has been going on since middle school.
Yeah.
This love triangle bullshit?
Yep.
No, not the triangle. The triangle just happened a couple of years ago.
A
It was a
year
very
ago.
straight and narrow line, and then the triangle happened.
And then that third fucker came in. Yeah. See, that's where Sunshine came up with triangulum. Because of guys like you. I don't even know what triangulum means,
Oh
do you?
my god, maybe that
It's a great
is because
album,
it's a
regardless.
three-piece. That would make so much sense.
It does, right?
It never made any sense why they called it that to me.
I'm
I
not
never
bad with words
asked.
myself.
Yeah,
Just
I
so you
never
know.
asked.
That's why I said I'm not bad with words myself. Just so
That
you know.
makes so much sense.
Yeah, I never thought.
You
about
guys
it.
are smart.
No, don't include me into that.
Yeah, let's don't. No. So you played with Lions After Dark?
Yeah,
I mean, not for long, I'm guessing?
a few months.
Right. Dude, I wish they never moved to Tennessee.
I know.
Like, they don't have much available right now because I guess, they're going through a transition, moving out there and all that shit. But the shit that I hear, that's some awesome freaking music.
Oh,
isn't
they're
it?
amazing. I mean,
Holy crap.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Like, I've been talking back and forth with Maddie a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to keep in touch in case they do actually pull it together.
Right.
Because if they do, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. I love those guys.
Yeah.
Maddie, Kurt. Oh yeah.
How'd you meet them?
Being in Crow, playing shows with them.
So, the band Crows suck. But what it did for you guys was awesome, right?
I don't think it sucked. I don't think it sucked. It was a learning experience. We just played a lot of shows.
You were 14.
Yeah, we were
I
14,
definitely
exactly.
sucked.
Give me a break.
I was horrible in that band. I was bad.
Really?
I was just like there. That's why I was the drummer. It was like they needed a drummer, and I had drums and a place to practice, and it was like, sure, just.
So you think you were bad in that band. So what do you think you're doing better now that you see back then?
Well, you know what actually happened is I really wanted to be in a band, and I as much as I liked going on tour with Sunshine and stuff, I wanted to play in a band, and so I started one, and then I got him involved, and then I got other people involved, like the best musicians that I personally thought I could find. And then I got kicked out of the band I started because I wasn't good enough.
So you did find the best musicians, and then he went, well.
And they were like, well, we're the best musicians, but you, on the other hand,
But you got
suck.
good ear.
Yeah. But I was like, for the immediate, I was like, okay, well, I'm done with music then, And then I turned the corner, and I was like, no, I'm gonna be a really good drummer. Like I'm gonna put my all into it and turn into a really kick-ass drummer.
Dude, you know how respectable that is?
Well, it's
incredible.
hard because it's easy to go to Guitar Center and sell all your shit and then just like be done with it. It's tough. It's even tougher to just be like, I'm gonna actually be good. I'm actually gonna put all the work into it. So now, like, I think that I'm definitely a much better drummer than I was because of that.
Well, I didn't hear you back then, but I can tell you right now that you're a
Dude,
great
you're not
drummer.
missing anything.
So from what I've heard, I know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's funny. We were talking about it on the way here. Brent and I, because we were in the band that he was talking about, the one that kicked him out.
Right.
And Brent and I were like, you know what, we're going to go off and do our own thing. And he said, well, let's get Steven on drums. And I even said to him, like, let's just get... because I was like, I've been with Steven a long time.
Right.
We've jammed. I was like, maybe it just didn't work out between him and I. But then I was like, fuck it. Brought him, and then I wouldn't want it to be any other way. It's
Right.
awesome.
But at first you're thinking, I've heard people with pencils on desks that sounded better than that.
I get no. It was just more of a we've worked together for years, and it never worked out, maybe for a reason. And I was like, I'll give it one last chance, and I think he's amazing and one of the best drummers I've ever played
Honestly, what sold me is we did a recording session in my house, and like it started off really shaky, and
I thought he was going to say shitty. I was like, I know.
Factor.
Well, yeah, he said it.
And by the end he was very tight, so I could see like you had the drive and everything. I could see I was just
It's almost like he was just nervous at first.
I think so.
And then once he got comfortable, the real him came out.
Yeah, and like now, he's solid and putting the work.
You are solid, bro. I would notice that.
There is nothing on.
So all you guys started playing when you were young. Like I read that Mary Jane's Last Dance. You learned that at 9. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you write that right?
I just copy and pasted what he sent me. I just put some fancy words.
Is that right?
Yeah. My dad, he played drums and played guitar and everything, and he's like, learn this song. It's a really easy song, and learn how to play on guitar and sing it, and it'll help you if you do both as you like rise, go up, doing both instruments, and yeah, it helped a lot.
What were you more comfortable with when you first started doing that? Your voice or your guitar?
Both were alien. Like I didn't do either, so like it was just hard doing both. But eventually they kind of just clicked together. Like nothing was like really progressing faster
So one
than the
wasn't
other.
harder to learn than the other. It kind of all came out naturally.
Yeah.
So your dad played guitar?
Yeah.
Really? That's awesome. How long did he do that for? Since he was a kid as well?
He's been playing drums since he was a kid. And
Okay.
he's a spectacular drummer. He did drumline, had the big feather.
I love that.
Yeah.
He has a cool
that picture
hat. Needs to be out somewhere, bro.
Those are from his showgirl days, though. Those were completely different feathers.
No, he has like a news.
They were poets.
He has a newspaper clipping of him like at the front of the line. Like I think he was like the big hoss,
Right.
of his school and everything.
That's
So
freaking awesome. So so you wanted to do this. I mean, he didn't push you into going, you're going to play an instrument. You were like, you had interest in it already?
well, he never pushed anything on me. Like he would recommend things like baseball or whatnot. It was funny is actually we had band practice the other day at his dad's spot. And it kind of like gave me some nostalgia because, my dad would always have people over and they would play. And those were like my first concerts was seeing him and his band play. And seeing your dad and everybody just kind of sitting around drinking some beers and everything was cool.
So your parents knew each other?
No. At our practice
where
space.
we practice,
okay.
we share,
This is. I got you. I hear what you're saying now. Okay. So what kind of music did your dad play then?
Oh, he could play Boston, like the CD Boston front
to
and
back?
back, man, like on drums.
Dude, when I first started smoking out, that was the album I listened to over and over and over. I mean,
Great album.
back when I smoked out, that was the album I listened to all the time. Boston's that's a great album. That's not easy, actually, is it?
There's a lot of like cymbal work and just really intense things
For the
in
drums?
there, and he's got it, man. He could do it.
Who's the most intense drummer out there?
It's funny. I have to say this, because when Brent asked me to be in the band, or he was like, you're gonna have to probably take some lessons so that you get up to speed. And his dad was actually the first person that ever gave me a drum lesson ever, and he made me play "Smokin'" by Boston, and I was like, it's just Boston. How hard can it be? And he was like, it took me the first night to get through the first verse. That's where we got to, and
Really?
I was like, okay, so this is serious. Like, I really have to pay attention to what I'm doing. Right. And this is just Boston.
Right.
Like, there's Pat Travers stuff that Tommy Aldridge laid down that I was like, it's Pat Travers.
Have you guys ever heard of Jonathan Rocks?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Jonathan
Rocks.
Yeah, he's when we met him, he was 9. I guess he's 10 now. So I mean, he's grown a lot. That kid is amazing. Like, he plays anything, and we've had him in a couple times. You go to see him once in a while just to support him and all that. He can learn a song, bro, in like a day. You know what I mean? Which is just, to me, that's just phenomenal, right? I mean,
virtuoso
for that, and there's not many of them out there, right? I mean, have you ever known one of them, or I mean, does that impress you a little bit, knowing how hard it is to learn an instrument?
I mean, that's like Steven.
What?
Like
I didn't say a year, I said a day.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say a year.
Right? That's what it feels like. Do you find that? I mean, do you learn songs faster now, though?
Oh yeah, like that's how I played up until I started taking lessons. I was like, I would learn and I learned stuff I shouldn't have been learning. I should have been learning my dad gave me. He said, learn "Lay It Down" by Rat. Learn this song, just to get your bases down. And I was like, screw that. I'm going to learn "Laid to Rest" by Lamb of God. I'm going to go learn "Panic Attack" by Dream Theater, like all that kind of stuff. And I probably played them really poorly and thought I was doing it really well up until I started taking lessons. But now, like if we play a cover or whatever, I learn it pretty fast.
Now, when you take lessons, do they record you and let you listen to it so that you can hear it? Like when I went with my boss to a driving range, well, I thought I could golf until I watched myself actually swing at the ball. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you guys actually, when you're first learning, do you record it and listen to it so that you can kind of judge yourself a little bit, or no? Not so much?
Like, when we first started, we would, film and record, everything we did, but now we're just too lazy.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, now we're just like, fuck it, this is practice.
Yeah, but you don't really need to so much anymore, right? I mean, you kind of got it now.
You're saying when you're a kid?
When you're first learning, I mean, do you think that would help?
I think. I mean, at least like a year in, if you've done hardcore amount of work up front, and you're good enough to play some songs, and I think any kid should have Cubase, Pro Tools, or just GarageBand, so they can record themselves and really hear how they play to a metronome, and listen to the recording back.
Exactly, because like you said, when you're behind the instrument, you think you're freaking killing
great.
it.
Yeah.
It's like singing.
But you do know what a good sound is. So if you listen to that from the other side, then you have a better perspective of it, correct?
Yeah, especially singing.
I know what I hear is not what you're hearing when I talk. It's not the same thing.
Oh
yeah.
It's
It sounds weird because like when you're singing, like you're also hearing it through your head. You're not just hearing it through your ears.
It's a different echo acoustics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like the first time I listened to a playback of one of these shows, I realized I sounded like a whiny bitch. And I had no idea before that.
It never changed.
Like people always told me, but I thought they were wrong.
I don't know if you ever get used to your voice. Like,
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, have you?
I'm still not used to it.
I look
really.
past it a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's always there.
It's compartmentalized.
Yeah. It's like, that guy's an asshole. No.
So you started playing with a regular guitar, right, when you were younger?
Mm-hmm.
And then switched to the bass when you got a little bit older?
Yeah.
Was it because it was easier?
It was because of the band I was in. We couldn't find a bass player, so I'm like, well.
So you adapted?
Yeah.
See, kids need to learn that. We know a couple bands that are younger, and they need to learn to adapt. You know, like they have a hard time finding a singer. Well, the one kid, I've seen him a million times. He's got a voice. He just hasn't trained it to use it yet. But it's there. Like, you can hear it in there, you know what I mean?
Right.
But he's afraid of it.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's 3 of you. We've had so many 3-member bands in here. I can't get across to them. You don't need that 4th person.
Right.
You just got to put more into it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
You gotta hone your craft, man.
I mean, like when you guys first started out, was this your life? Like when you started playing guitar, did you do anything else?
No, that's all I did.
Drums, same thing, right?
When I first started, no, it was it. Like I said, it took like a wake up call for me to be like everything I did.
I mean, when you first put yourself into it,
oh yeah,
let's go there.
Oh, absolutely.
Then
yeah.
nothing else mattered.
Nothing else. Yeah.
And well, I know with you, I mean, your dad was in music. You sang and did guitar. I mean, it obviously consumes you.
Yeah, it's just all around you, really. Like if I wasn't playing, I was playing video games, I would hear him playing, in the other room on drums.
So I mean, you guys go to concerts and shit, right? Like it says that you're influenced by Van Halen, GNR, and all that shit. Like, I mean, obviously not all of you, correct? I mean, everyone has a different.
I'd say across the board.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I mean, GNR is obviously one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
But
You have the hat on?
they're classic rock now. You guys know that, right?
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more than 20 years old.
Oh yeah. I just saw them last year in Orlando.
That doesn't make them not classic rock, bro. It just means you saw a bunch of old fuckers on
I'm
stage.
saying it was fucking awesome. It was
Right?
They were great.
Now, when you go to a show like that, right? How do you listen to the music? Like, do you just sit back and freaking have a blast, or are you watching your instrument on stage?
As a musician, I found myself like watching, like when I saw Guns N' Roses, just watching Duff McKagan play the whole time. Like, oh my god, I love that bass. Oh my god,
But you're still having a blast.
Oh, of course. Like, I'm singing along as I'm like watching him play.
Right. You're not in class, but you're studying.
Right. Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, for sure.
And you obviously need all the help you can get. So, I mean,
Yeah.
do you do the same thing?
Well, honestly, no. I've seen a lot of concerts, and like my favorite band of all time is Megadeth. And as much as I love the drums, and their songs, I pretty much just watch Dave Mustaine
Just hang
the whole
out.
time. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the whole time. And then like when we saw Ghost, I just watched Papa the whole time. Or what was the last concert that we went and saw? I think it was Ghost. But I'm not like honing. It's really just local bands.
Well, when we go see Metallica next month, you're gonna be watching.
I will
Lars.
not watch the drums in that one.
So when you watch, okay, that's interesting though. So when you're going to watch a local band, then you will focus in on your instrument a little bit. Well, that's pretty freaking cool. I mean, do you guys feed off of each other? Like, have you guys ever like given or been asked for advice from, or just opinions? Let's put it that way, or ask other people for opinions?
Every show. I mean,
Yeah.
there's always something to learn, and we're always looking to see how we can, get better. We ask questions all the time.
What's the harshest feedback you've ever gotten?
Your band sucks.
And I don't mean rude. I mean
Not
just
with this band, like everybody was kind of seasoned by the time we got to this band. But one of our songs, it's called "Back Off." I wrote that like 8 or 9 years ago, and I played it at an open mic, and it was like the second song in. And this guy came up. He's like, "Hey, I'll pay you $5 to stop playing."
Are you serious?
So I dedicated that song to him. It was brutal,
dude. That would suck.
That's
so,
awful.
like, you guys have only been together a year, so you're. I mean, let's be honest. You're still kind of developed, even though you're a tight knit group. You're still developing the relationship a little bit. You know what I mean? You've known each other a long time. I get that, but as a band, that's a different dynamic to be together, right?
We're together. Like pretty much every day.
Yeah, it changes things. It's like moving in with your girlfriend for the first time. We've been together for 3 years, but all of a sudden you're in the way.
Yeah,
exactly. Type of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, do you guys openly give each other feedback? Or do they have to? Does someone have to ask you for it before you will say anything?
When we first started, I will say it was a little harder to give feedback because we were just kind of like feeling each other out, like actually like playing in a band.
You don't want
together.
to be a dick.
It was
Right.
very political, yeah.
But now, this is what we want to do. We're serious about it, so we'll be like, hey, and we'll watch our shows back. We film the shows, we'll watch them back, and it's like watching a game tape. We learn from what we're watching. We're like, okay, next time we need to do this better, or don't do this, and.
So it kind of goes to what I was asking earlier. It's good to watch a recording of yourself or listen to whatever. You know what I mean? Because you can learn so much more. You know what good looks like, and you know when you fuck that up.
Right? Yeah.
Seriously.
Because if you're really playing well, you're going to be in your flow state, and you're not going to be thinking about what you're doing. You might do something really cool, and then forget about it. But if you have it recorded. You can go back to that later and be like, oh, well, that makes the song better.
Yeah, I love that. Who does the writing?
Yeah, he does the writing.
The music and the lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's pretty awesome. I mean, because it's kind of split down the board. Like, a lot of the bands I have in, one guy will do the writing. And then we have other bands where everybody does the writing. And, like, have you ever tried to write?
Oh, I mean, well... he'll always bring the song like, hey, here's like the bulk, and then we'll play it, and certain things will change that way. But as far as sitting down, we kind of from the start we're we don't really have a whole lot of time to waste. We're not just going to get together and just play random stuff. And when he's home, he'll write them, and then the next day at practice, bring it, bam, got a song, we'll play it, go.
It's a special talent, right?
Yeah, he's
I mean,
great.
sincerely, I'm not blowing smoke up. But that is a special talent because I love music. Like, it's one of my favorite things in the whole goddamn world. And I thought I could write a song, and it turned into a bad poem. Yeah. Nope, fuck it.
I mean, well, the three of us, we each assign ourselves certain jobs in the band that we do on a daily basis, and we trust Brent with all the songwriting, and we give him. He's a great songwriter.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Well, it's very comforting playing with these guys too because
they do trust you and respect you.
Yeah, there's that, and then when I bring something to the table, it's a very raw idea. I'm like, let's try this or try that, and we'll do things 100 different ways for one tiny thing, and they're good enough to do things on the fly. So as far as learning a song in a day, I would actually say that these guys can do that because we do that all the time.
I mean, I truly believe that because if you're this good after only having these three people together for a year. You can't do that by taking forever to learn something.
Right.
You know what I mean? You must learn it pretty freaking quickly. And I just got kicked, so I think we're going to go ahead and take a break. Is that what's going to go on here? All right.
All right.
So when we come back, we are going to play Stanley Feud, which is, well, y'all will find out what Stanley Feud is when we come back.
All right.
Yeah, it's a real stumper.
And then in the following segment, we will potentially have a Floridian, but I doubt it because I think we're just going to finish off with talking to Polar Summer because I'm not done.
Your call, my call, whatever. All right, when we come back, Stanley Feud, I want to remind you next week, we will not be in here. We're going to be at the Rooftop Comedy Show, so you're welcome to go out there. Wednesday night, we're going to be out at the Improv to see John Jacobs. So if you've got time, go ahead and get out there. Tickets are free. You can check John Jacobs out. I don't know if who else is going to be out there. I know John's going to be there, and of course all of our other friends.
Dude, and John Jacobs, I've seen him a few times now. That's one of the funniest sons of bitches in this area, dude. I swear to God. Oh, my Jesus Christ. He's as funny as he's good at playing the drums. I mean, no, I'm just kidding. He's much better than that. All right, so when we come back, Stanley Feud.
All right.
Oh
tune in to Open Mic Live
course.
Thursdays at 7. You talked over me.
No,
You're talking over me.
Everyone's
Stop
going
talking
hola
over me.
and adios before they come in there, you know what I mean?
Welcome back to Open Mic Live. By the way, we're on. You know what time it is? It's time for Open Mics. That's not it. Open Mics. Here, right here. Open Mics. Favorite game. I got this. I've totally done this before.
He's no Ed McMahon, I can fucking tell you that right now.
Hey, yo.
So,
right? No.
This is Stanley Feud, which is my version of another popular game, which we won't mention, where I send out 5 questions that I've made up every week to Facebook friends, whatever you want to call them. And this week, we're down a little bit because I tried a new format, which Amanda Hammers actually introduced to me. And it's taken an hour and a half off of my prep time for this freaking game.
All right.
Yeah, if I was anywhere near her when I found that out, I would have hugged the shit out of Rich. So, and seriously, I thank her so much because it's awesome, and everyone seems to love it. You know what I mean? But we were up to 95.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
And yeah, I know. So we were up to 95. This week we're down to 85 because of the interval. Anyway, so the first question is worth 5 points. Number 1 answered, and all others are worth 1. You're playing against the panel again. You ready? You scared? All right.
Nope.
Very difficult question, by the way.
It doesn't count.
Number 1, name a type of bird.
Tweety. T-Rex. It's kind of bird.
Smitty says big bird.
Ha. Dodo.
Cockatoo.
Cockatoo.
I'm going to say pigeon.
Pigeon?
Pigeon.
What is going on here? I got this.
Peacock.
Peacock.
You guys just like to say cock.
I love peacock. That's a great answer.
Of course, you can catch Smitty tomorrow night on IRN Broadcast and Spicoli TV, 9 o'clock.
That's another great show. There's friends of ours around here that do another show on Friday night. Dude, hilarious. This guy Smitty is one of the funniest guys I've ever met. I swear to God. I'm just saying that because he's listening.
And he knows.
Right. So we got eagle.
Eagle. It's right there.
Mockingbird.
American bird.
Gobble says eagle.
Middle finger.
It's a great answer. It's not on the board, but that's a great answer.
Should be.
Gobble. All right.
Ooh,
Middle finger. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh, we got more answers coming in.
Yeah, don't rush yet. Yeah, like Velociraptor. Yeah. Or Pterodactyl.
Albatross. That's real, right?
Emu.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not just a song. All right. Love Burns says eagle. Eagle's pretty popular. I thought it was going to be number 1 answer. However, 17 people said cardinal. 15 said eagle. 9 said blue jay. 6 said toucan. And 6 said robin.
Wow.
I wouldn't have said cardinal.
Listen,
a lot of St. Louis fans did.
When I made this
Or
question
Arizona.
up, cardinal wasn't even in my top 5 when I made it up. But it's ended up number 1. I thought eagle for sure was going to just run away with it.
Eagle. Scrubs fan?
Yes. I'm so glad that you got that.
I'm so glad you connect with the dorks that come in. All right, so number 2.
Hey.
Name something people do in the summer.
Go to the beach.
Swim.
Swim.
I think we can go by answer. Damn. I burned.
Who said swim?
Yeah, I'm going to go swim.
You said go to the beach?
Yeah.
Swim in their swimming pools.
What does everybody say they're going to do, but really just stays and does Netflix all day?
Smitty says tan.
What?
Go to shows.
Go to show. I would make it, but they just released season 3 of.
LM says cook out.
That's right, binge watch. It's too hot. It's summer. I'm staying in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
KC says beach. Scott says barbecue.
Barbecue. That sounds really good. May 27th?
Paddleboard.
On a barbecue May 27th?
Brian Acton, what's up, bud?
Hey,
Ryan.
Brian.
What'd he say?
He didn't say it. Oh, there he is. What'd he say?
3 Backwards Hats, the band.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Brian active. You got to do the Brian active.
Yeah, there it is. That's for you, Brian. Oh, what'd he say?
Hold on.
What's up, dude?
You got to roll your sleeves up, too. What's up, man?
You almost look like you need a pack of like marble when you roll your sleeves up like that.
Marble.
Yeah.
Well, up until like a few years ago, he had to have a note from his mother to buy Marlboro, right?
Yeah.
Now you just need $10.
Right. So 27 people said swim.
Wow.
15 said go to the beach. 9 said barbecue. 8 said sunbathe or tan. And 4 said sweat their asses off.
It's Florida. You can do that in the winter too. So
That is true. I don't know. It's freaking hot as shit here in the summer. Right?
We got a cold front right now.
Like, I wish more of our summers were polar like. That'd be freaking badass, wouldn't it?
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
We need a symbol. So for bad jokes, we can just freaking hit it.
I think that's a great joke.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
See? I'm pandering. Fuck off.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3. Name a famous Steve.
Schultz.
Circle.
Steve Schultz.
Oh, God. Steve Buscemi.
That's a great answer.
I think you're more famous.
Yeah, there's nobody that's going to be like Steve Buscemi.
Steve Gutenberg. Oh, God.
Smitty says
Way
Harvey.
before your time.
Ooh, Steve.
And Dale says Turtle. Steve Turtle.
Stephen Wright. I love
Look at
Stephen
Steve
Wright.
Turtle.
There's not a Ninja Turtle.
Stephen Wright.
Mary says Jobs.
I'm
Steve
gonna
Jobs.
say-
Tiff says Harvey.
Steve Cockholster.
And Dale says Tyler.
Cockholster Colbert.
I'm going to say Steven Yen from Walking Dead.
Who? Stephen Yen.
Steven
Is that
Yen.
the Asian guy?
Yeah.
Yen.
We got a Steve Martin on the board.
That's Carl.
I was waiting for that one.
Stephen Cockholster Colbert. Steve Martin. Steven Tyler.
But they said Steve, not Steven.
Listen,
Steve Carell.
there's 95 random people answering this shit. I'm not going to argue with them on how they
A couple
answer.
Stephanies
Steven.
thrown in there, too.
Oh, actually, you know what? I did put Steve and then a little N.
Oh.
I just didn't. You guys didn't hear that.
Well,
part.
I didn't hear that.
Schultz
That would
still.
have completely
Stevie
changed.
D?
Yeah, I go by either.
Well, then give me an answer.
No, I'm good. I'm sticking with Buscemi for
Okay.
the other 3 people that said it.
Buscemi.
Steven Buscemi.
It sounds so official, doesn't it? When you say it, it sounds so like distinguished.
I try. Should be a PA announcer.
18 people said Steven Tyler. 17 people said Steve Jobs.
Stephen Jobs.
I blame you. So,
Could you imagine getting a Steve job? What is that?
It's overpriced and just the same as everyone else's.
is that how you used to pay for gas on the way to gigs?
Yeah, I
Give you a
never.
Steve job?
Yep. Wait,
No,
who's
I
the
paid
hand?
for gas.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I like that.
I'm glad that Steven Seagal tied Stephen Hawking.
Oh my God!
That is
Why
awesome.
do I not think
18
of
people
these
said
people?
Tyler. 17 said Jobs. 13 said Harvey. 3 said Seagal. And 3 said Hawkins. Seagal.
That's
It's
right.
so funny how many people can't spell Seagal.
Seagull, but with an A.
Yeah, they probably added U, right? S-A-G-U-L.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's ridiculous.
Seagull.
Number 4. Name something people use to listen to music, past or present, other than their ears. Name something people use to listen to music, past or present, other than their ears. I didn't want 100 fucking people telling me my ears.
Like a radio?
Radio.
Record player.
There we go. You guys get the point then.
What's that phone thing? The one you crank. A crankophone.
We got radio. We got Walkman on the board.
Not xylophone.
Victrola.
No, something phone.
Gramophone.
That's it. Gramophone.
Grammys.
My grandma's phone.
Hello.
What?
You want me to sing what?
Record player.
Yes.
Pandora.
What were y'all's answers?
I'll say record player. I said record player.
Cassette.
Ooh.
Radio.
Don't do that.
Scott says Pandora. Smitty says CD.
Headset radio.
Gabo says record player.
Y'all don't know what you're missing out on Spotify if you're saying Pandora. I like skipping songs. I don't.
I actually listen to. I'm a big fan of Reverb Nation these days. To be honest with you, Jim says radio.
What?
Whitey?
Smitty says hearing aid. Nita says stereo. Which I'll give that for radio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Counts.
Yeah, we need an intern. It's trying to keep up with all these freaking scores. There's a little dead space because Mike refuses to talk to you guys, but don't blame me. No, I'm just kidding.
If you had somebody doing it all and you just focus on having fun. And
That'd be awesome,
We've
wouldn't it?
connected on a Scrubs level, and there's very few people that I've met that do that.
That's
so.
right.
Phonograph. That's a record player.
That's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, but it's not just a record player. It's a record player with a big old bloop tuba on the end.
Oh, that is true.
I thought that was a Grammy. Though.
I did too. It is.
Then what's a phonograph?
It's
That
either
the one
a
that goes
phone or a graph. Two very distinguishable items.
Mashup. You put peanut butter in my chocolate. You put a phone in my graph.
All right. So.
That's why I don't talk.
18 people said radio or boombox.
Hell yeah, boombox.
16 said headphones. 12 said Walkman. 9 said turntables. And 5 old fuckers said 8 tracks.
And no record player.
Yeah, well, turntables is record player, right?
Turntables record player?
I give that. That's
I'm
a record
just
player.
thinking like
2 turntables and a microphone. No,
Yeah.
it's not that.
Where it's at.
Well, if it was that, it's not that now.
Oh.
All right, so quick points update. Very low scoring somehow. We have Ellen with 4, Scott with 2, Mary with 7, Jim with 6, Gabba with 3, Casey with 7, Endale with 12, Love Burns with 8, Chandler with 5, Steve with 7, Steven, sorry, Brent with 6, Smitty with 2, Matt with 2, Tip with 2, Nitas with 5. Did I miss somebody? Nope, I didn't. Jesus Christ. Last question. Number one's worth 10, all others are worth 5. You ready? Name a sound that annoys you the most.
Does that annoy you?
Yes.
one of the most annoying sound in the world.
Yeah.
No.
Who can do it? Who has the most annoying sound in the world? Don't ask that question and then not give it to me.
No, I was going with the Dumb and Dumber quote.
Oh, sorry.
Might have been noise. It might have been an improper quote.
Nita says beeping.
You guys go ahead because I'm not going.
Endale says snoring.
I'm completely different though because everything pisses me off. So
I'm going to say alarm clock.
Go ahead.
Love Burns says Mike's voice. Smitty says Stan's voice. LM says secondhand ticking.
I'm gonna say people.
Yeah,
I'm
secondhand trying to sleep and then clog.
I'm gonna have to say people chewing their mouth open. That pisses me off the most.
Me too, dude. Seriously.
Like even.
Fellas.
What was it?
Do it again.
I am.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys!
Mine was way more annoying.
All right. Are we good? I think we're good. Nathaniel Joseph Shepard, what's up, brother? 20 people said loud chewing or smacking. 14 said whiny fucking kids. 12 said snoring. 6 said my wife's voice. And 4 said nails on a chalkboard. So we do have a winner. Endale wins with 17.
Gagoosh times 17.
Really?
Yeah. What do you want? You want me to actually do 17 so I kill time? Gagoosh, gagoosh, gagoosh. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that.
If you want me to or not. All right, so after we do this real quick, just to kill the time, I go through some of the answers that didn't make the top 5. You know what I mean? Most of them are lame, but we'll run through them and then we'll get to the good ones. All right. So we'll start with summer activities, something you do during the summer. We had vacation, right? Camp, skinny dip, and then listen to Will Smith's Summertime. Like, seriously, does everyone not bust that shit out during? Like, you go to the beach and you're gonna hear it at least once somewhere.
Summer.
What's that?
I know we do.
Do what? Listen to it?
Of course.
Or play it.
It's a staple, right? It's like listening to Rudolph during the frickin' Christmas.
Would you call that the summertime song though?
Would I?
It literally says summertime.
Would you call it the song of the summer? Because Rudolph is the song for Christmas.
No, I see. Yeah, I got you. It does kind of define it. Yeah, that's a good point though. Because there's a couple summertime songs,
Like Alice Cooper's "School's Out."
That's one of them.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. I when I think of summer, I think of like Sugar Ray. Pretty much any song by the band sounds like that. Is like
Right?
Sugar,
Yeah,
you
they're
know,
all summer songs, right?
The song "Fly."
Yeah.
Them, yeah. That's what I think of when I think of summer.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, any kind of like
bouncy,
upbeat, polar
yeah.
summer. That's the kind of music you listen to during the summer, right?
That's what we try for.
Is it?
We're not like a dreary fall band, you know.
Oh, is that what it?
That's like that should be our side project, dreary fall, or dreary autumn.
Some emo sounding, or emu too. You can do emu sounds.
Go back to our middle school days.
That's right. We called it goth, but whatever.
Dude, I like his drive though. We've been together a year. Let's start a side project.
We don't spend enough time with each other.
All right, so type of bird, albatross was there, owl, penguin, jailbird, and a woodcock. What the hell is a woodcock? Does anyone know?
I've never heard of that.
Is it real, or did I just get sucked into some bullshit?
Is it another name for pecker? Do you think?
Potentially.
Woodpecker?
I mean, woodcock, pecker. Same
Does
thing.
anyone know what a woodcock is? I want to know right now. Google that shit and send it to me. All right, so ways to listen to music: phone, cassette player. You're not even old enough to have a cassette player at any point, are you?
In a car.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which car
because
has one?
because the cars you were buying were so old, they had cassette players in them. Because I mean, they weren't still putting cassette players in cars when you started to drive, right?
Oh no, God
They-
no.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So, did you own any cassettes?
I only remember one.
I have a Frank Sinatra cassette.
Are you serious?
I do.
Mine
have
is
one.
far more embarrassing.
That's what an American woodcock looks like.
What an ugly fucker!
Man, that thing's huge.
Thank you.
It's like somebody just searched up fat ass bird and that one.
So yours is more embarrassing. I don't think Frank
No,
Sinatra's
it's
embarrassing.
not. Oh, I know it's not. Mine is the Dixie Chicks. So
What's wrong with that?
Ready to run.
I don't even remember the songs that were on. I just remember it got stuck in my mom's Isuzu when I was like 7, and I was pissed.
Oh, it was you loved it?
I liked the songs on it, but it wasn't like mine. You know,
That's usually what you look for on a tape. What was the songs?
I
like the
wasn't,
songs on it. The
I
tape
wasn't-
didn't look that great.
I wasn't endeared with the tape.
Right.
I'm a bit surprised that Dixie Chicks had a cassette.
Actually, yeah, you're right. It seems like they were gone by then, right?
That was definitely in CD phase.
So someone said organ grinder, and someone said soul. Listen to the songs with your soul. How fucking
I hate you.
Who said that?
We're killed them.
I'm gonna start putting the name next to the worst fucking answer, so y'all can just berate them on air.
Easy.
So famous Steves, we had Stephen Wright, Steve Urkel, Steve Miller, Steve Martin.
Which Steve Miller?
Steve Miller Band.
Okay.
Steve McQueen, and my favorite, Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve.
Did you have a Scuba Steve?
Yeah, it's from the Adam Sandler movie.
Exactly.
Big Daddy. But did you have a Scuba Steve?
I mean, it was a real toy.
No.
That's how my daddy got me to play with him in the bathtub.
He just dressed up like a scuba diver and said, "Come play."
What?
What? That's not right. Your dad did it wrong.
Oh, he did? How was he supposed to molest me in the bathtub? What the hell is wrong with
You're right. He nailed it.
Don't
I guess there's no right way.
Or wrong way.
Yeah.
There's no class for that,
You
right?
shouldn't do it.
Right? Just stop. I've said that a lot.
Oh man.
Anyway, all right, let's move on to annoying sounds.
No, this was therapeutic.
So annoying sounds that didn't make the board. Teenage girls.
That's like our concerts. That's all right.
Oh, look at you.
I like your style. I mean, 18, right?
Well, I mean, I don't do nothing.
Well,
18 you're allowed.
Winger wrote a song about.
She's only 17.
I know. I didn't mean it like that.
We're just kidding, bro. No one's taking it seriously. I promise.
Brent has left the building after that comment.
Yeah, right. So, like, what'd you say?
Huh?
You said someone wrote a song
Oh
about
no, I was saying Winger wrote a song about being only 17. So I mean,
Only 17.
that one. 17. We should be in a band.
We should.
I got
Side
a side
project.
project.
All right.
Already.
We'll be your side project.
You guys
We
need a
got
backup
to come
dancer?
up with another
Yes.
another
Are you doing
season,
it?
though.
Hell yeah, I'll be a backup dancer. I could do it. I'll be dazzle the shit out of myself at this back
I
dancer.
remember
got
when,
the costume
when
for
we
it.
were in Crow. I don't know if it was Crow or it was another
You
band.
wanted to get the strippers on
Yep,
stage?
I wanted strippers on stage.
We were not the band for strippers.
No, we weren't.
We had
Like, how are they going
14.
to dance to that?
Well, they'll find a way, I promise you.
There was no groove. I had no tempo. So it
Really?
was like,
What was
yeah.
Crow? Was that heavier?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like, I guess we went with groove metal.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube.
I'm gonna.
If you look hard
Can't,
enough.
you got to type in "Can't Resolve Our World." That's what it stood for.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You typing it in? All right, good. So, backup beeper, like that sound that a truck or something makes when it's backing up. That boop boop.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
that's annoying as shit, right?
It's pretty loud. I don't know if I get annoyed, but it's loud.
You know what's the most annoying sound is the chip reader thing. It tells you to like.
Oh, God.
It sounds like
now,
you're doing
yeah,
it wrong
yeah.
every time.
It's the
Dude,
worst.
yeah, that thing makes you feel like it's yelling at you every
You're an
fucking
idiot
time you
no
use
matter
it. Right?
what you do. You put it in the wrong way. It's like, hey, no, and then you put it out. It's like, thank you. It's like,
And I talked to a guy that just went to Europe, and you know how we got to stick it in there and hold it and wait for it to settle, you take it back and all that? He's like, nope, you push it in, pull it out, and you're fucking done.
Nice.
Dude, we're dumb over here,
Well,
bro. We
I
really
heard-
are.
They've had chip readers for like years over there.
Right. That's what I was gonna say. Is before we got the chip, they're like, "Wow, why are you guys like a decade behind us?"
Right. Yeah.
So, a dog licking itself?
oh yeah.
I hate it when
That's
somebody
fucking
does that.
disgusting
It's
as
like
shit.
it's like in the middle of the night too. It's really bad. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And you wake up and it's not really licking itself.
It's looking
No, I'm just
But you just
After
stay
that
there.
comment,
You're like-
Steven has left the building.
You're like, I don't like the sound, but don't stop. So, how about people from Boston?
Yes, that is pretty goddamn annoying.
You guys all look at me like one of you is from Boston. Did I just insult somebody?
Brent's from Boston.
I didn't say it.
No, I'm not from
Boston.
Boston.
Have you guys ever been up there? Up that way?
No.
No, well,
I've been up that way, but not there.
Oh, no?
Pennsylvania, not Massachusetts.
I mean, seriously, though, Boston people are annoying. Let's be honest. I don't mind abandoning that one. I'm good with it.
I've,
really
I've actually
cold
never
up
met
there.
Anybody with a Boston accent?
Oh, you haven't?
No.
You'll know.
Dude, be grateful. I swear to God.
I mean, I've heard it on shows.
Well, the guy that voiced the intro for us, he's from Boston.
Really?
Yeah, but he's one of my buddies, so he's okay. And he
Fuck
says
him.
he says wicked, so I like it.
Oh, okay.
Wicked
He really
awesome.
does say wicked as it. He makes fun of us because we say y'all, but then he'll bust out a wicked, and I'm like,
Right.
nice, solid.
Wipers on a dry windshield?
That dragging sound.
Yeah. God, all these are making me angry.
That's why it's called it.
Thinking about them.
It's crazy, right?
Yep.
So, like, was it you that said the hard chewing or the loud chewing? That was you?
Yep.
Dude, oh my God, that shit drives me nuts.
I just want to
Insane.
smack every single person
I
that
swear
does
to,
it.
I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. There's no reason you can't freaking chew with your mouth closed.
I can do it.
Right. If I can do it, anybody can fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
I have
How
to-
about
I
you?
have trouble multitasking.
What annoys you the most? What sound?
Probably that card reader thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I hate it.
Punches it.
Because you're doing something that's like you're giving them money, and it's like,
It's right. It's
Take
bitching
my
at you.
money.
Like it would be nice if it was just like a notification ding, like ding, congratulations, you did it right. You know
And it's not just the sound; it's like the principle of why they chose that sound for that. It makes no sense.
And it's
That
on
is
every
true.
single one of them. It's like they had a meeting somewhere. Like we have to make it sound like it's pissed off at everyone always.
You know, I
It's
know-
like shaming you. That's what an EBT card should sound like. That should shame you. I'm just kidding.
angry
I'm sorry, poor
customers.
people.
That's number one. Angry customers.
Oh no, they're not the most annoying. I have fun with them.
With angry customers?
Yes.
See, he's not a manager though. I am. I can just tell him to go away. They can ask for somebody else when he's up there.
So you're the manager over there, right? At Chipotle?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the worst customer you've had to deal with? And like, did you really make them leave the place?
There was one that started calling my female employees like sluts and stuff like that.
Are they?
No,
I'm just kidding.
That shift.
If you ask a certain manager,
Right.
a couple of them won't name names.
So how do you handle that though? I mean, how do you handle that customer?
I was just like, at that point, I lost all like will to want to talk to this guy. So I was like, you need to leave, or I'll call the police and make you leave. Like, hey, that's all it was. It's not like
and he didn't give you any crap over that?
No, he was like, I'm never coming back. And I'm like, okay, you make that sound like I'm gonna regret this.
Right,
Like,
exactly. I'm going to miss your $10.
Yeah, and
Right,
you're
get the
and you're
fuck
calling my employees sluts. Like,
Right. Only I can do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Those are my bitches.
So now that we know that you're the manager, I get that shit up. My name's on the fucking show. I'm like, "Oh, whatever, dude. I still serve the people.
Well,
Whatever."
I'm not his manager though. We
Oh.
work at different locations. So.
Lucky
We
you.
used to work together.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you?
we did.
We'll talk about how that was later. All right, so coming up next, we're going to talk about how it is to work for Steven Schultz and a little bit more about you guys. We'll get Brent involved over here because he just seems like he doesn't feel involved. Are you okay? Everything good?
I feel welcome.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. I got goosebumps. All right, we'll be back.
It's time for the wishes of an old man's ambitions to feed their hearts of indifference. Once he faded into and painted the room with all the world's pictures. Once the cadence was set, his armor was well off as he spoke his words. They sat there so tame, the ceiling could have rained, they still would have held their positions. All these words amount to my love, I remain. Natalie, where'd you go? Can I ever repair my soul? Patiently I hope I can greet your face once more. There were armies of bombs and gifts on his robe. His absence was forgiven. He ascended above and searched for his love. He was what I came here for. Natalie, where'd you go? Can I ever repair my soul? Patiently, I hope I can greet your face once more. Oh, Natalie, where'd you go? Can I ever repair my soul? Patiently, I hope I can greet your face once more.
He's not listening. This is for him. Let's see what this one's for you.
Welcome back. Final segment of Open Mic Live with Polar Summer. The guys Brent Halenkamp, Chandler Cornell. I'm just Cornell.
Cornell University.
Cornhole. And Stephen Schultz. Cornhole.
I intentionally did not call you that when I freaking introduced you the first time. Because, you see that, and I'm going, he had to have heard that a million fucking
Cornhole?
times. Yeah.
All day at work.
It's got at first you're like, all right, great. And then after a while, it's just got to wear you out, right?
I don't really get too tired of the different names.
No, but I mean the same one.
Same one?
At least be creative, right?
Yeah.
Come up with something different.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a pretty simple name. It's what's the worst thing someone's...
Nobody ever spells it right, though.
Schultz.
Right, because they've never watched Charlie Brown.
Well, that's not Schultz. That's Schultz.
There's no T in it.
No.
Oh, good point.
I heard that growing up all the time. Are you related to the Peanuts guy? No, I'm not. If I was, I wouldn't be going to this public school.
No shit. Good point. But so we're going to touch on it real quick, just because we ended with it. So you guys both work at Chipotle.
Yep.
You've never worked under him, like he's never been your manager or nothing like that, right?
At one
officially.
point, you were I guess not like he was like training to be one. Then he transferred once he became a manager.
So like, so was it the same? You guys did work at the same one for a while, though, right?
Like
where was that?
The Pinellas Park location.
I got you. Is that where you guys stay? Is out there?
Yeah.
I got you. You don't drive that far to work at Chipotle, I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
So how long you been there?
Since February of 2016.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so as long as the band has been together.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What? Like y'all didn't think about that before, did you?
I'd say when we started Polar Summer, it was like a whole new life, like change. I got a new job. An ex-girlfriend and I, we broke up. Like everything, just like all this crazy shit, just like changed and happened at one time. It was like a whole new life. It was awesome.
So you broke up with your ex-girlfriend. I mean, was Polar Summer just like the way to get out of it? Were you ready to break up with her already, or did that make it happen?
No, everything just kind of just happened, and then I joined Polar Summer, got a new job.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I left Sunshine and Bowls. Like everything, like my whole life, just like flip flop,
right,
and got awesome.
That is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I mean seriously, like you guys have all been playing instruments for a long goddamn time.
Yeah,
right. How good does it feel when you finally have that group that is like, holy shit, this is it. This is the one.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
I mean, especially when, like you said, you've been working for something for such a long time, and you have this thing going in your head, and you can't like get it out by yourself, and then everybody comes in, and it's just like this wall of sound. It's like amazing.
Because like when you're 14 and you're going through these trials and tribulations of different bands and different kids, because at that age, everyone's got a fucking attitude, right? When you're 14.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you've grown up, is that what makes the difference? Is that what makes it easier to kind of coexist?
I'd say the different experiences that I've gone through over the past few years has definitely molded me into like a better player, better person, be able to do what I do now. Like if it wasn't for being 14 and doing that dumb shit, I don't think this would have ever worked.
What's one of the most important things you've learned and tried to build off of from those days?
Taking criticism. Mm-hmm. And just listening to my bandmates and listening to like the crowd. Because when I was 14, it was what I wanted to do. Now I look at it as what do we want to do?
Yeah,
that's awesome, right?
Yeah,
because you respect each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And to find that is just a bitch. It's got to be, doesn't it?
Well, you have to work through it too, because there's going to be times when you have different opinions, and there's going to be there's going to be lulls, and you're going to have to get out of that, and you're going to have to talk and communicate together, and then the best stuff comes after that.
Right, and I mean, but see, like I've talked to a bunch of y'all, and like we talked about earlier, everyone kind of does puts their own piece into the song, even if one person's writing it, the other people put their own perspective on it with their instrument.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you may be doing something that you think sounds like woo, we got this shit, and the other two are going, you might want to do a little something with.
Oh,
that.
we do that all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's got to. I don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah.
You can accept it at a certain point, but a small part of you is going, fuck that, I fucking love that shit.
Right. Well, I mean, that's a big difference from when I was 14 to now being 21. Not that I'm a grown-up or anything, but like at 14, I played what I wanted to play.
Right.
Now I play what's best for the song. And I ask them, did you like that? If they're like, no, I'm like, okay, we'll work on it. It's never a, well, fuck, I want to do it, so I'm doing it. Never like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was horrible, like when we first started, especially in the,
Is it accepting input?
Accepting input, like changing what I wanted, because what I wanted to do is right in my mind, and then it took like me realize, me putting things in perspective of like, this is a great band. These guys are both great musicians. They're both very talented. They wouldn't be telling me to do shit that sucks.
Right.
You know, and if they're telling me to do something else collectively, I should probably do something else, you know? And that's getting past my own stubbornness of wanting to do my own stuff is just completely opened me up as a musician.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying, though, because the better you get and the more comfortable you are with what you're doing and the more you hone your craft, the more you trust yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So the more you think you got this. You know what I mean? So it's a part of you now.
Yeah.
So when someone tells you that something you've done as a part of you is not going to work, you know what I mean? You may respect it,
Right.
but a small part of you has to go, kicking the dirt and taking your ball home type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like being the singer, it's easy to do with instruments because you can critique instruments. But being the singer, do you guys ever tell him it was a little high, a little low? I mean, do you ever do that?
When it comes,
I've never asked that before.
It's not. It's never really like pitch or anything like that, or like cadence or anything like that. It's for me because I'm such a nerd. Like I like words a lot, and I think the only thing that I've ever said to Brent as far as his vocal goes, are like, hey, maybe we try different phrasing, like when we like words. Like that's it.
So it's not about the voice.
No.
It's about the lyrics.
I can honestly say I don't think we've ever been like, you need to change it, but you sing that. Never.
I don't think we've ever said that.
Never. Yeah.
So they don't. So you being you, when you do sing something, and I'm guessing when you guys sing, like you said, you record this stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone back and went, you know what? I want to do this a little different. I think this will come across better in another way.
All the time. I mean, every song we have, probably rewritten every word at least 100 times before it forms like the correct amount of syllables where it still, gives the meaning, original meaning
Right.
and whatnot.
I mean, at this point, do you sometimes learn that after you've done it live? Or do you try to figure that out before you ever go up live?
I've looked at like old videos of us playing like songs that we have recorded now. Like when we first like our first show, I listen to like some of those songs live, and I'm like, man, we play it completely different now. Just over time, we just kind of just adapt.
You learn from yourselves and from right.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because who did we just have in here? Was it Jack Mantra that found their lead singer? Yeah, found the lead singer on Craigslist. Seriously, I mean, you guys are lucky because you found each other in the community. Could you imagine like finding your lead singer on Craigslist as a last ditch effort?
We've tried that before. Before like we had Brent, we've like tried people off of Craigslist, and I can't.
Oh, you did really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's not an uncommon plan of attack.
Musicians,
I've never heard of a success story off of it though, so that's cool.
I tried to find people to jam with. Didn't work out so well.
Yeah, it was never good.
No,
I use Tinder.
Yeah, that's different jamming.
Oh, never mind.
We've met lots of musicians like on Facebook, Craigslist, and we've jammed with a lot of awesome people. We've also been, met people that we've been like, oh shit, we just paid to practice for this amount of time. Now we're stuck.
So have you ever had someone come in that is a freaking phenomenal musician, but you just didn't get along?
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, so what's the most uncomfortable experience you've had with someone brand new? You know what I mean? Because you never met those people before, right? They just show up at your place, and how do you handle that? Like if they come in and they're excellent musicians,
right? Well,
it's just not going to work.
Just be cool and nice to them. You be very matter of fact about things, and if it doesn't work, then you tell them straight up, like it doesn't work, and it's nothing against you.
Yeah, well, throughout this,
but it really is. The music is great.
They don't want their tires
It's them that you don't like.
out.
I mean, so lying is the way to go.
Sometimes you got like some of what we played with a couple of musicians before that were incredible, but it's just their style was different, or they didn't have the schedule that we have to where we can play every day together in practice. So it's like every little piece kind of needs to
It has
fit.
to be perfect.
Yeah, because throughout this year, we've wanted to add like another guitar player to free him up so he can sing more. And we've jammed with some really good musicians, but it's more than just how good you are playing guitar. You got to have the same mindset, the same goals, same interests, because we're together most days of the week. We play shows on the weekends, practice like every single night. So finding somebody with that schedule and who can hang out with us and have a good time, it's hard.
So I mean, would you like to do that? I mean, would you rather like get another guitar player? Would you rather sing? I mean, still have a guitar on you. I get it, but like he's saying, you have to really do both.
Honestly,
yeah,
it's kind of weird since I grew up playing guitar and singing at the same time. Singing without playing guitar is really hard to stay in time for me. Like I can do it, but like guitar for some reason, just strumming keeps me in time.
So they're dependent on each other at this point because of the way you practice throughout your life.
Yeah, it's like kind of one goes with the other.
And I can say that now, like I like being a 3-piece. We've tried the 4. It's just I like being a 3-piece. I like just the 3 of us. And whenever we brought people over, I have like such like a predetermined like I already know I'm not gonna want to have a 4th person, even though we've talked about it. I just like being a 3-piece.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, you know, like Smitty was saying that, what's his name from Jack Mantra? You said it earlier, didn't you?
I'm not...
The lead singer. But they our show that we just did over at Bear Brownies, they played, dude, phenomenal. And this guy's a lead singer. You know, he came off of Craigslist. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't even buy a video game off of Craigslist successfully. Right. And they found a fucking lead singer for a band. You know what I mean?
Man, I've had some bad Craigslist experiences.
Have you? Oh, dude, my niece's ex-boyfriend actually got held up. Literally got held up at gunpoint over a video game. I'm like, you're a freaking idiot. Why wouldn't you meet in front of a Dunkin' Donuts or something? You know, you don't go meet in a dark alley.
Right.
Of a Craigslist.
You want to hear? You want to hear?
Seriously, though, that's real.
Want to hear a good Craigslist story?
Of course I do.
Was I here for this one?
You were there.
You were hiding in the back seat.
Oh,
yeah. Okay.
That one.
So we had a little get together at Steven's house. It was the 3 of us and some of our friends.
Trash.
Yeah, it was real bad. Underage, of course, at the time. You know, drinking like a whole bottle of Jack Daniels and a whole bottle of rum, mixing the two. Why were we doing it?
With Monster and not like Monster, like Monster Rehab, the juice kind of stuff. Don't ever do that. It's not a mixer.
So you know, it was real. Just a real.
It's like you kids.
Yeah, just a real crazy fun
part
night.
of it.
Yeah, real crazy fun night, getting messed up, whatever, hanging out. I end up puking all over Steven's room, like projectile vomit over Brent.
Gross.
And we're like,
it didn't get on me.
No, that was the Forrest.
Sounds like you're lucky
it
it didn't get on.
It was the worst, longest sound I've ever heard.
I wake up at like 5, 6 the next morning. It's all over the ground. I'm like clean. At first, I wake up on this couch.
I was so pissed off because my dad was bringing my younger brother home that next morning. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to get up at the ass crack of dawn and clean this up, or make him clean it up. I come around the corner from the room I stayed in. I see him down on his knees with he's like, I am so sorry.
But the moral to the story is, we got so messed up, and I forgot I had to do a Craigslist deal to sell some guitar equipment. I have our friend CJ, who's now in the military. He's gone. I made him drive the car for me because I was so hungover. I'm like, dude, I don't feel good. Brent was in the car. He's in the back seat. I made him pull over into a Sweet Bay, which is where I was meeting the guy. I'm like, hey, pull over into this spot real quick. Open up the door. I puke everywhere. Who's parked next to me? The guy I'm doing the Craigslist deal with. And so I'm like, oh, shit. So I get out, and we started exchanging the stuff, and he's just looking at me like, what is wrong? And he saw me puke, but whatever.
Dude, they're standing. Like, the puke is between them as they're talking.
Yeah, and we get in the... So he's just looking at me like, what is going on? I get in the car, we're driving off, and Brent's like, dude, what's that smell? I look down, there's puke all over my shirt.
Damn it. Dude, next week on Stanley Feud, what's the most disgusting smell you've ever had?
That would be
didn't miss a beat, though. Like, as soon as he threw up and he saw the guy, he's like, oh, wiped his face off and literally was just spitting facts about the pedal.
What's up, man? How you doing?
I heard about that. That was the funniest thing. He comes back, he's like, dude, this, and happened, but he's like, you should have heard Chandler. It was like, hey, man, so yeah, it's a great pedal. I use it live.
It was just
turn into an auctioneer. Like,
exactly
I keep it professional.
I keep it professional.
Yeah.
Professional.
It was bad.
Classy.
Best night as a band that we've had.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So, all right, so that's the worst thing that's happened with you in the car with him. But like, you guys have done a lot of shows at this point, right? I mean, you guys are busy. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep. So tomorrow night, what's going on tomorrow night?
Oh yeah, we're playing at Ferg's Live in Tampa. We're have the chance to play the 97X Backyard Barbecue.
Pretty big deal, right?
Yeah, huge.
And I just had to you into that. By the way, we got this big deal going on.
I totally forgot we were playing that. Yeah, and it's all in-person votes. So that, as you know, if we get the most people, like we're going against 2 other bands tomorrow night. We play at 9 p.m. and for every person that comes out, if they just vote for us, that tallies up.
So it's not applause; it's literally
it's a ticket.
Paper vote.
It's a ticket. Yep.
Oh, I like that a lot better, dude.
Yeah, but it's hard because it's in Tampa. We're in St. Pete. We got to bring a shit ton of people out. We got to get them to vote. So,
but the difference is like people that came with other bands, they can secretly vote for you. And the people that they were there for won't know it.
They could,
when
but
it's applause,
I doubt that. Yeah.
They'll see them not cheering them
right.
up.
Yeah.
But it happens. I've gone to shows where I was there to see someone, and had to vote for someone else.
Right, I mean,
It happened. I mean, I'm going to vote for who I think is best. I'm not, sorry. I love you. I'll support you forever. But, I'm not going to lie. I just won't do it. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, if we get the most votes tomorrow night, we win, and we get to go and open up the backyard barbecue at Benway Park.
So if we've entertained you tonight, then imagine tomorrow night. It's Channel Side Drive. Right across the street from Amalie Arena.
And it's free, right?
Lots of parking. It's free. 97-cent shot specials, and
oh wow,
we'll buy you shots all night.
We'll buy you. Yeah, you come out. We'll take care of you. Just
Really?
do not be dumb and drink and drive.
Fergs is there?
Ferg's Live Tampa. Yeah, right. It's literally right across the street from Amalie.
Why did I think that it was?
There's one in St. Pete.
Okay.
Ferg's Live
tomorrow?
is in Tampa.
Yeah,
Tomorrow night.
Right across from the hockey station.
And there's literally like an ass ton of parking, so it's not like St. Pete where you could be like, I couldn't find a spot.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous out there, road. So after you drive 30 minutes to get there, then you got to drive another 30 minutes to find a fucking parking spot.
You got to leave an hour early to go to the show.
Exactly.
It starts in
Uber's 7 minutes from here. I'm good.
Actually, a friend of ours that is friends with Sunshine as well. We went out there with her, and she taught us there's a little secret parking place right there, right around the corner from State Theater. Dude, we've been there like 4 times, and it's awesome. It works every goddamn time.
I don't want to say it because I don't want to give it away, but I know what
you
you're
know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's there's a little shop right there inside. Yeah, dude, I'm like, yes, this is fucking awesome because we went there 2 times before that, and like you're saying, what a bitch it is to park out there.
Oh hell yeah!
Seriously,
it sucks. It sucks especially because like if you want to load up and go back in, like this last time I parked right behind the venue. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm walking all my stuff to my car because I don't want to give up my spot.
Right.
You know?
So I mean, like this is a big deal, right? To you guys, like to play that backyard barbecue, like on a scale, how big is that at this point in your career? Seriously?
For like on a scale like 1 to 10, like what would it do for us? I'd say it's like a 10.
Yeah,
because that's gonna be like our first like real big festival in front of thousands of people.
Really? So what's the biggest crowd you played in other than that? Then?
Oh man,
I mean, approximately. You don't need a number, but you know what I'm saying.
Like in this band?
Yeah.
Probably
State Theater, like
300 people.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
Almost quite a bit, right? I mean,
I would say state holds like 7, and we played for half capacity, like 350 or something.
Bike Week.
Oh, duh! Yeah, we played in front of thousands of people in front of Bike Week.
That was just a few weeks ago.
Oh, at Quaker Steak?
No, Rackham.
Cape Coral.
What a popular spot that is.
Who else was there?
Cold Clock played with us that night.
Okay, I was going to say.
It was fun.
I wish I was closer to Rackham's, man, because that place is freaking goddamn. Everybody's going there.
Cool. It's because that's the only thing to do over there.
Right.
Rackham's I mean, there's like little other like.
Oh, there's
Dixie.
There's Dixie Roadhouse, but like all the really good like local talent goes through Rackham.
Look, Dixie Chicks. He always brings it back to that bullshit, doesn't he? Yeah, well, there's always Dixie Chicks. No.
Dixie Chicks.
You should see the posters in his room.
Are you serious?
You got
Shania Twain, Jody Messina.
Twain.
I know all of them. I love Jody Messina.
Tim McGraw.
Kidding me? I love Tim McGraw. You're naming all my favorites.
Those my peeps.
He keeps that one right above his bed.
Tim
McGraw,
the new one where he's all GHB'd up, right? The one where he's just Swole Patrol.
What? No.
He's like, what is he, 50 now? And he just looks like he's 22.
I remember back.
Tim McGraw.
That was when he was
he's an Indian outlaw.
Country.
Have Cherokee.
Oh, no, not that. Oh,
was that a dude in like? Wasn't he in like Friday Night Lights or something?
Yeah, he was great in that.
He's like,
he was a
beat
drunk
his
dad.
son.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He's a pretty good actor.
He beat his son.
Yeah,
Great role.
I love it. Kicked the
Hey,
whistle out.
you hated him, so he did his job.
Right, he was super douche. And,
good
he
villain,
nailed it.
man.
Well, Friday Night Lights, that whole concept,
Yeah.
high school football better than NFL in Texas. That's just stupid.
Just the
and
amount
then they spawned off the Little Tykes. Have you ever seen that show?
It's on Netflix, right?
I
Friday
think
Night Tykes.
Yes. Where basically it's a bunch of 6-year-olds that they're trying to prep. It's like
those are the same kind of people that get pissed off with dance moms.
Correct.
And then go right around and be like, Johnny, you better be swole to be center. Get down on that line. You better get your nose down. Like, he's 6.
The dads
Oh,
wanted
that's
more
what
than
said that there
the
was a
kids.
straw involved.
You better do it. I paid good money for this.
Right.
Fucking do it.
What's that, Brent?
The dads like almost wanted more than the kids do. They had that.
they're vicariously living through the child. That's ridiculous.
You're like, what? Give it up.
I coach baseball, and it's ridiculous to see how many dads you can tell like exactly when their careers ended in baseball because of how pissed off they get when their kids suck. Like the ones that like their kids strike out, they're like, "Good job." I'm like, he didn't play baseball growing up. The ones like, "God damn it!" Like I'm like, okay,
he peaked in college.
Yeah, he tore his knee ligament in college. Yep. He had a deal.
All three of you guys play some kind of sport. I mean, whatever.
Mhm.
But did any of your parents ever try to push you into sports? Were any of your parents into sports that much, like we were talking about?
I don't know if my parents were like pushing. They
Urge you.
They put me into it because they were like, we don't want you to play music. You need to. No, it wasn't really like that. It was let's like give you a lot of options. Let's figure out something for you. And plus, I mean, I think every little kid should play sports because you learn a lot of
camaraderie, teamwork. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, yeah.
But you don't want to encourage violence.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because, between the bands and the comedians, those are two professions as a young person your parents are not necessarily looking forward to.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's not that they're going to discourage you from it.
Right.
But they want to give you as many outs as you possibly can have.
For sure, yeah.
It wasn't until this band that my mom was finally like, okay, I can get behind it.
Right.
It's like 7-8 years later. And
I mean, that's not bad, bro.
Well,
Seriously.
I mean, honestly, with the amount of time that I put into guitar and everything, I still had time to study and go to college and stuff like that. So if you think if you want to just play in a band, I would get a college education too, or if you can, if you have that ability.
That's a great
Professional
fallback.
athlete, you better have a fucking college education,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
because
You
you are
have
going to
time.
be damaged.
Oh, yeah.
You better have something else you can do, right?
Yeah.
I just saw an interview where those guys, all of them have had like Arian Foster has had I think 18 surgeries or something, and he's on the off season.
It's
You
insane.
just get surgeries
Right.
to fix things that hurt.
Right.
That's
It's ridiculous,
insane.
right?
He's like, I don't know anybody that hasn't gotten a surgery in the NFL.
And especially these days. I mean, it's just it doesn't. People don't think so, but I don't give a goddamn. They're hitting harder.
Yeah.
People are just, they're beasts anymore. You know what I mean? They were big guys back in the day, but they're beasts now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're grown to be that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure.
300
There's a
plus,
big
man.
difference in sports. I mean, look at basketball. I mean, everybody's jumping from the free throw line. People weren't doing. Not everybody was doing that.
LeBron James
They're
can
Michael
take
Jordan.
5
Yeah,
steps
they're-
and still score.
Air Jordaning from the 3-point
Yeah, I mean,
line. It's
everybody's doing it now. It's they're just breeding these players.
I mean,
Man.
Spud Webb did it from 3 feet out. I mean, he could freaking do
Yeah,
it.
he was 5'6". That's crazy.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always to the Spud Web.
Muggsy Bogues. I would have said that, but most people don't know who he is.
Everybody tells me Muggsy Bogues could dunk. I've never seen a video of him doing.
Are you serious?
He's 5'2".
Oh, Charlotte Hornets. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorites back in the day because I was short and I could relate.
Yeah.
I couldn't dunk, but I
Right.
could relate. So I mean, at least you know who he is,
Of
being in
course.
basketball.
Yeah.
So do you ever? When was the last time you went to a pickup game?
Like where I played, just Monday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I play all the time.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Do you suck?
No.
Okay.
No, he's
I-
really good.
Is he really?
He's really good, yeah.
For a white kid?
No.
No, for any color kid.
Yeah.
So guys, we have 3 minutes left. Let's let everyone know what the hell's going on with you guys. Where they can find you, where you're going to be. We'll close out with Ferg so that everyone has it fresh in their head.
Yeah.
Give them the information.
You can find us on every social media that you can think of: YouTube,
Tinder?
Facebook. Yes, of course. I'm not on there anymore.
Grindr. Thrinder.
I'm with Brent now. I'm not on there any longer.
The back listings on Craigslist.
But go ahead.
Oh, that's
I
Grindr.
think our MySpace is still out there somewhere.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, everybody's
Sneakies.
MySpace is somewhere out there.
Sneakies on the 13th. Rackham's on
20th?
20th.
Yeah, but you can also find us on Spotify. That's where we really push, for if you want a really consistent update, and you can follow us there and it'll let you know when we update. Because we are releasing our debut album here pretty soon.
We have our music video coming up. We're shooting that on the 28th of this month, and we need a ton of people who want to be in it.
Yeah,
so if you want to be in it,
Where are you shooting it at?
in
A
Clearwater,
place.
like some big abandoned warehouse.
Yep.
Just put a deposit down, man. It's cool. Cool
Yep.
location.
That's
It
freaking
definitely
awesome.
is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's it cost to have someone shoot that?
It's gonna be like
Money.
$2,000
A lot.
for us.
Oh, really?
Something like
So the whole
that.
production is about $2,000?
Yeah.
That's a serious investment.
Yeah.
So you guys, wow, that's pretty cool.
Cam at Motion State.
Motion State Media. Yep.
Guy does great work. He did Nevertel's video for Blind World.
You guys know
it's
any
top of the line,
Yeah.
man.
If you guys have heard of Set It Off out of the area that he did their stuff that's got millions and millions and millions and millions of views on YouTube, on Vivo and all that kind of stuff.
You guys will be there. You guys are going to have millions of views, I promise you. I'm telling you, you guys are
Thank
great.
you.
I'm really hoping. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
It's going to happen. So, all right, so keep up with us. If you guys send us that information, I'll get as many people as I can to send it to as many people as they can.
Sounds
All right,
good.
and we'll get as many people as we can there. All 10 of them will show up.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
I appreciate you guys coming in. Seriously, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And
What'd I do? Tomorrow night, check them out. Ferg's Live, and that is right across from Emily. I'm gonna try and make that one. When are you going? You say going at 9?
9 o'clock.
All right, we'll check that out. Check them out on Facebook, all the other social media sites, and of course, catch this replay on Bubba Army Radio Saturday at 10. 920 WON the Apple. Tomorrow night, overnight at 11:58. You can always download the show at openmictheshow.com. Next week, we will not be here. Why not?
We will be at the Rooftop Comedy Show in downtown.
Ybor.
Ybor, okay.
Yep.
Which is a bunch of the Cigar City comedy comedians, which last year we went, and everyone that went said it was the best show that they've gone to the whole year.
And I missed it because I was sick. Just like last week. I missed it. I missed you guys because I was sick.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. Does it sound like a trend?
It's a trend. Every year I get sick.
Oh, man.
Every event he gets sick.
It happens.
But anyway, it was an awesome show. It really was. And it will be again tomorrow. You bring your own drinks. They'll have a few free drinks there. And you just sit around on your lawn chairs and laugh your asses off.
All right. That's it for us. See you in 2 weeks. Love you. Bye-bye.